Welcome to the project Programming a God. Today we will be solving multiple of length problem from Codeforces round 666 division 2. Let's look at its problem statement first. This is the problem statement. We are provided with an array. Our task is to make all the elements of the array 0 in exactly 3 operations. In each operation we can select a subarray and we can add or subtract the multiple of the length of the subarray to every element of that subarray. We can perform this operation only 3 times and get the final array whose all values are 0. Input is the length of the array and then the values of the array. Let's look what it means with an example. We have an array of 4 numbers as shown. In first step we took the full array, that means length is 4. Now we added the multiples of 4 as shown. The values now become as shown. Now in second step we took the subarray of first 3 numbers and performed the operation as shown. Now only the last number is left. In the last step we did the following operation and we got the value 0. So all the values of the array became 0, which is our goal. Don't worry, we will look at what is happening here. To solve this problem you need to understand the math used in it. Consider a number x. Consider another number n. Now what happens if we multiply the number x with n, and then subtract it from x? We get product of x and n minus 1. This was simple, but look at how we use this to solve the problem. First, step 1. We will use the full array in this case, which means we can use multiples of n, which is the length of the array. Now we loop through this array and do the following on each element. Subtract the product of the element and n from the element. We get the following for each element. Now we move to step 2. In this we use subarray from first to the second last element. We don't include the last element, so the length will be n minus 1. Now we loop through this subarray and add the product of element and n minus 1 to each element. Notice that each element will become 0, and that's what we want. Take a second and understand it. Now we move to the last step. Only the last element is left. That means the subarray is of length 1. This means we can add any number. We add the value of the last element to itself, making it 0. That's it. Our problem has been solved. Let's look at its algorithm. Note that we are not changing the values in the original array. We are just printing what the calculations will be. Step 1 on array from 1 to n. Loop through the array. Print the value that we are subtracting, which is the product of element and n. Step 2 on subarray from 1 to n minus 1. Loop through the subarray. Print the value which we are adding, which is the product of element and n minus 1. Now the last step on last element. Print the product of the element and n minus 1. That's it, but wait, there is a special case. When the length of the array is 1, then we only perform last step. So in the first 2 steps we add 0 to the element. To see this, look at the C++ code given next. Remember that a lot of the problems are simple. Don't make them complicated. Please subscribe to support the channel.